Today's episode of Nerd Soup is sponsored by NordVPN, and right now you can visit nordvpn.com/nerdsoup and get a 2-year plan at a huge discount, plus 1 additional month for free. NordVPN is a great choice for those looking to stay safe on the web. When logging into public networks, your sensitive information is vulnerable, but when using one of Nord's private networks, your information stays safe and hidden. Your IP address, private passwords, and banking information are all protected by Nord's next-generation encryption. When using NordVPN, you can choose from over 4,500 servers in 59 countries worldwide, which also gives you the option to access content overseas. You can connect up to 6 devices with your Nord account and secure them all in any combination. Desktops, phones, laptop, tablet, everything is protected with Nord. And remember, visit nordvpn.com/nerdsoup and get your 2-year plan at a huge discount plus an additional month for free.
I was wondering why he seemed so upbeat during the Dune review, and he had a Red Bull.
I'm addicted to caffeine.
Yeah. No, he didn't stop. He gave 2 reviews. One in the beginning.
You did mention that at the end. You're
one
like,
in the beginning, and then when we were closing.
My caffeine addiction is getting out of control. This is like my 4th coffee today, and I'm definitely not finished.
I don't need it like that, but in the morning I need it, or I get a pounding headache. It's bad.
It doesn't even do anything for me anymore, but if I don't drink it, then it's just...
Then you feel it.
Yeah. So I just need 6 cups of coffee to feel normal.
I never realized that I actually felt espresso until me and Elena were out one night, and I was up until, like, we capped the night off with an espresso at the diner, and I was up until like 4 in the morning. Couldn't close my eyes.
It's crazy.
I was like, actually, I think the espresso's kicking in.
I drink at least 5 coffees a day. I have like C4. Like I'm overloading
C4?
my body.
And coffees?
Yeah, I'm gonna die soon.
You're out of your mind. That's a lot.
Blood pressure is probably through the roof, but I have to.
You look good, though.
Thank you. I try my best. My body's falling apart. I play hockey 1 day a week, and I can't move for the rest of the week.
This new job, I'm back at the golf course, and like I'm doing like the movements that I used to do. I walked 9 miles yesterday, and we started today. I woke up this morning, I couldn't walk. My legs were killing me.
You sodded or you started? Are you Boston now?
Sodded. Started
from the bottom, now we here.
Dude, I play because my role used to be when I was like bigger, I would just get down low in front of the net and kind of just sit there and like just have people try to move me, battle in front of the net. So I'm not the most skilled player, but I do what I can just to cause some traffic. Try doing that now, I'm just getting fucking whipped around. It's bad. I'm just taking a beating nonstop.
You're not the same guy anymore, man.
I know, I gotta change my game, but I have no stick skills, so I'm just useless.
So just drop hockey all in general then.
Should be a fucking start fighting people.
This guy walked over to record a solo video that he's working on, and I think he said "ow" on every step he took across my room. And but he wasn't doing it to be funny. I just noticed it. I was like, "Are you all right?" He's like, ooh.
He's creaking already.
Old man owls.
I know, he got that out of bed.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Willy Wonka's grandparents.
I wake up, and my room in my apartment is like, it's a loft, like, kind of thing, so I have to go downstairs every morning, and it is the worst part of my day, every single day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup. I'm just laughing because people are going to comment shitting on us. Like, why are you guys falling apart at 28 years old? Another episode of the Nerd Soup podcast. I am Bo, joined here today with Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, and Teddy, and we are back to talk about the world of Hollywood, movie, TV, video, games. Listen to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the places for podcasts, and on YouTube. Follow us on social media at Nerd Soup, Bo Soup, Nerd Soup Monkey, Teddy Nerd Soup. Those are all ats. And we're on other social medias as well, you know? Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd. Ted, you're not on Letterboxd.
Not yet.
I'm barely on it. I'm going to use it more. I always say that.
You really could have popped off during TIFF with your Letterboxd.
I know. I did post during TIFF, but then I didn't after that. The other day, I caught up on a few that I'm like, oh, I should add these, and I did.
Does it count, though, if you don't do it after the movie?
You could still change the date. You can adjust the date. So you can log it and be like, but I did watch it in September, so.
No, according to my Letterboxd, I watched Belle, Worst Person in the World, and Squid Game all in one day.
It's a hell of a day.
Yeah.
You have to squeeze those in.
Yeah, I know, but...
Squid Game itself is, what, 9 hours?
You bet.
You see him taking shots at LeBron?
Me?
No, the Squid Game creator.
Oh,
no, what do you say?
It's so funny.
You have to be like, don't besmirch my name like that.
No, LeBron, there was that video of him complaining about the ending after a press conference. He wasn't making his thoughts known to the world. He just happened to be caught on a hot mic or hot camera that was still rolling. And LeBron was saying, he was frustrated by the ending, that he didn't want he wanted the guy to go visit his kid. So the Squid Game creator, I guess, was asked about it, and he was like, have you seen Space Jam 2?
Oh my God, what a shot.
And he's like, maybe LeBron should create his own Squid Game, and I can call him and be like, hey, I don't like your ending.
Yeah, it's a little sensitive.
No, the guy seems like he's a little bit of a dick. Well, he even said he based Sang-woo on himself. So.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So we
That's
know.
me.
So we know what he thinks about himself. It's like LeBron James criticizing me, the great Sang-woo.
You know what I do?
You didn't even go to college, LeBron.
With SMU.
What was Sang-woo's deal? What?
I don't know. He's just a prick.
No, but why did he not go to college? Like, was it all like a fib?
No.
Or did he get kicked out or something? Did he
He
graduate?
just became like a con man. He became a bad guy. That Aaron was defending.
Were you really?
I wasn't defending him. I'm just saying in that environment,
I definitely agree with him. Yeah, doggy talking there.
It's not as surprising.
No.
Aaron definitely surprised me a bit.
Quick, Ted. Well, we were talking about this before you got here. What's the best invention of all time? Quick, off the top of the head. Or most important?
Most important?
Yeah.
Back scratcher? I don't know.
Holy
Invention
shit.
off the top of the head?
We're sitting here arguing the value of the wheel versus versus the printing press. Ted comes a back scratcher.
Inventions like that?
Completely, yeah. No, you have to.
I'd say car, and that would go back to, and that would be wheel. If a serious invention that like changed the game. Maybe the plane. Plane?
I only say printing press because of reading. Change the world.
Paper's dead though.
Yeah, but in terms of literacy, world literacy keeps going up. It's not about paper, but when you look at the literacy of people before the printing press, nobody could read. They were all just
Bunch of dummies.
bunch of listeners.
So it's between the printing press and the wheel.
Right. But I like the automobile.
Yeah.
That's the best we got out of the wheel. The Razor scooter. Watch your ankles. Watch your fucking ankles. All right, you guys want to get to the first story? It's a big one.
Let's do it.
Dune 2.
Dune 3.
Here we are. We spent years talking about whether if Dune would do well enough at the box office to warrant a sequel, and it is officially happening October 2023. Dune Part 2. Denis Villeneuve, you said it on the review, Ted, that he put the pressure on them. He started off his movie, Dune Part 1. He left it open-ended at the end. So it's a massive book. He made the right decision to split it into two movies, and now it's paid off. And now he's getting cocky. Now he's like, well,
I'm like Dune 3.
why should we stop at 2? There's a nice little sequel there, not as long as the first book, called Dune Messiah.
Hear me.
I think that would be so, sorry to cut you off, but I just want to say, to live in a world where there's a Dune Part 1, a Dune Part 2, and then a third movie that's called Dune Messiah, that would be such a badass trilogy.
I really wish I read the second book now. Or
I'll
part
finish
two,
the
at
first
least.
one, and then
Finish the first.
second one's shorter.
I finished the first.
It's
you know what I meant. Like I went
Second
halfway on
half.
the first, yeah.
No, you
Second
need to
half.
finish the second half, and
Yeah.
then Messiah is shorter. You're basically, with the second half of Dune and Messiah, you're basically reading Dune.
Hear me out. Dune 2 is always going to happen. And this is just some clever marketing ploy by Warner Brothers to get people to go see the movie
I agree with
and
that.
stream it.
No, I don't agree with that.
Oh, I do.
I think there was going to be a 2 regardless, whether it did good or not.
I think
Think
there was a
about it.
lot of talk behind the scenes that this needs to be 2 parts. So it was always,
Villeneuve wasn't going to do this unless
They're
he was
like,
getting 2
we'll only
parts.
make part 2 if you go spend money on our movie and buy our streaming service.
No, part
And
2
that's what
was,
people did.
part 2 was in the works regardless. He wasn't going to do it unless he can do it in 2.
I know. But like Warner Brothers kind of like playing coy, like,
Yeah.
we'll see how it does on streaming. That was all to get people to stream it and go watch it.
Hey, that's what I was saying like a couple
seeing
pods ago.
them.
They fib the numbers and they try and like play coy with the people to.
no, I don't think, especially with the times we're living in now, I can't imagine that was the play. If they knew that it was going to be good enough, these studios don't wait. They announce season 2s and season 3s for shows that are barely out all the time. It's not like they hold back and say, if you like it, you get a season 2. They know what's on the horizon.
Yeah, but they were basically like, they were fucking with us.
No, because I think there was also a legitimate chance that this movie, come on, we talked about it for months. Nobody knew that it was going to be as popular as it is right now. Most people didn't expect it to be this popular.
So did it
That's
make 41 million this weekend or total?
This weekend.
This weekend it made 41 million?
Yes.
Like the last weekend that passed? Opening weekend?
Domestically, yeah.
Alright.
Obviously, they're trying to push their streaming service. They're trying to get as much eyes on this movie as possible. And you don't think that helped? Everyone tweeting, go see this movie on the biggest screen possible, support Dune, go stream it and watch it, get those numbers up so we can get a sequel. You're not telling me any of that did not help Warner Brothers at all?
Not so much where it was like their ingenious plan behind the scenes. No. I mean, I'm sure it had an impact, definitely. The fans have definitely been pushing and hyping this movie up.
I've been microdosing Dune since it came out on HBO Max. So watching it in theaters a couple times, play 10 minutes here and there. I'm doing my part.
It really was a spectacle.
It's so good. The more I think about it, man. Oof. I gotta go see it in IMAX again before it's out. But I mean, yeah.
Well, we have 2 years now until part 2. What do you guys think about that?
It's not bad. I thought we might have had to wait a little longer. A lot of people were saying that they should have filmed like Lord of the Rings and Infinity War and Endgame kind of back to back, but 2 years isn't that big of a layoff. And
What, you mean like finish filming the first one, wait a couple,
like film it just back,
a little bit,
film it back to back.
Oh, like
just
do it
so
all
it's
together.
ready.
Yeah,
but 2 years isn't that bad, and I think Denis definitely has a plan in place, and I think everything's pretty much there. They just need to get it on screen. So, I'm not. I don't care about the 2 year wait. That's reasonable.
Yeah, I think it is reasonable.
movie like that, yeah. Well, I wonder how long it actually takes to film that. What do you think? Maybe like a year to actually film the movie? Maybe less, like 9 months.
I imagine they had a 6 to 9 month shooting schedule for this. So they'll get everybody back probably sometime in the spring or in the summer. Shoot it. I mean, obviously they're going to open up the world here even more because they're going to get into the desert stuff. So, but you have, like, you know, you're bringing back the same people. You're bringing back the same team from a production standpoint. And obviously the actors, that's what they're paid to do, get right back in the role.
Right.
I have no, reservations about their ability to do that. But in terms of matching the quality, just the production quality of that first movie, I think that the 2 year window, it's enough time. And I think for audiences, like Aaron said, it's not that long of a wait.
There's no rush.
It's similar between like Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and that kind of breezed right by. And I think this will go quick too, because we're getting back into normal times. So there's more movies now to look forward to coming out on their set release dates. You know, like this year we have Eternals coming up next week. Then we have the Spider-Man movie in December. I'm sure 2022 is going to be a more of a normal year than even 2021. So Dune 2 Part 2 is going to be like, it's going to feel right around the corner.
It would just be a shame to get any pushbacks, and then we gotta wait 3 years for the fucking movie.
Well, now it may be more like standard pushbacks,
right,
where it's like, oh, this movie's, production's running a little bit long. We gotta move this to May 2023. Or 2024. That's what it would be. But this is nice. Like I said, man,
it's encouraging.
We were scared for so many months, for years, really, that Part 2 would never happen. Or if they split it into movies, the first one would have to be a success. And it was. And Dune 3, man, the second novel, a lot of people have been asking, when does it take place? It's 12 years after that first Dune novel. So I don't know if they have to keep the same 2 year schedule if they do go trilogy. Maybe they have like a 4 or 5 year in between. But it seems like something he really wants to do, man.
Yeah, I assume after Part 2 he might take a break and do his own thing a little and then maybe return down the road because, like you said, there is a bit of a gap between those two. So no rush. Take your time. Figure it out and go from there. We're already getting the spin-off series for HBO Max, so I'm sure with this, and I assume the box office numbers for Dune 2 are even going to be pretty great. So they're going to move ahead with the Bene Gesserit series. I'm sure they'll do other spin-offs and really open this world up. So this is just the beginning.
Oh, a whole Dune universe. That's so sick. They really got making their own Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
That's
I think
so cool
people
to think
need
about.
to hold
We're in
their
the
horses, though, when they're talking about this universe is so rich and it can be mined for all these different stories and it points in history. Some of the books, I haven't read all of them, but some of them are considered to be pretty bad.
Oh, really?
So it definitely doesn't get better from here on out in terms of the overall. I mean, of course, there are going to be hardcore Dune fans out there that swear by every book and want every story adapted, so...
But I think the difference between that and I'm not sure how in-depth he goes in his novels or if there are other supplementary pieces kind of like the World of Ice and Fire, like what George has with his novels. Like the way he goes into the history and talks about it and has encyclopedias about this fictional history where you can delve in and there is kind of basis for other spin-offs and prequels and other things like that. Does he really get into it like that, or is it just kind of he tells what he tells?
I'm not familiar with any world encyclopedias. I know that there are wiki pages dedicated to certain things.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that potential is there like that.
Is this all that Herbert has is like Dune? Is he the big writer?
I'm sure he's written other stuff, but
mainstream.
He's definitely known for Dune.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. George R. R. Martin has written other stuff.
Bo is known for his Game of Thrones.
Wild cards, right?
Mm.
Yeah, but like
what
the
he made.
history of Dune, I know there are certain important events, but I don't know if you would want to cover those with movies. And like you said, I'm not sure if there is that sort of encyclopedia or how in-depth the wiki pages actually go. The Bene Gesserit series is a good start. I think that's an organization that you can base a series on with, by adding to the movies, but also, giving us some new stuff as to what the fuck they're actually doing. And maybe that will tie into the movies.
You can do a prequel up until the start of Dune with that.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Maybe like a young Lady Jessica, how she came to meet Duke Leto, what was the initial plan?
Lady Jess.
Lady Jess, yeah. LJ. Young developmental years. It almost reminds me a bit of Yennefer in The Witcher. That relationship that Yennefer had with the leading witch. It was complicated. They weren't always on the same page, but there was like some love there and some common interests.
I would love to see.
Teddy's like, who the fuck is Yennefer?
No, I would love to see Lady Jessica come up because she seems like she's like a top dog, and I'd love to see what she went through.
Yeah, a lot of these characters, they're the best at what they do.
Right.
It's similar to Game of Thrones, where it's just these are all the characters that. It's weird timing, like Bran and Arya. Why are they all superhuman? It's like, well, they're just all special. It's a special time. All right, let's move on to the next story here. Buzz Lightyear is getting an origin movie.
Bro, hear me out. This trailer was cut like it's gonna win Best Drama.
Very confusing.
Are you
it was
kidding
very
me?
confusing for
Is
me.
this a kid movies?
I don't know if it's a kids movie or if it's an adult movie, or if it's a kids movie pretending to be an adult movie that inspired a kid's toy in the
kids
original.
Movie for the original, like for the kids like us that saw it.
I don't like how
Toy
you don't
Story.
like this.
Me neither.
I don't like this. It feels creatively bankrupt.
Welcome to Hollywood. But this is like a creatively way to be creatively bankrupt.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I
Because
guess.
they could just do a regular Buzz spinoff. That's creatively bankrupt. They're like, all right, let's take
Take it very serious.
from Toy Story and make a movie about what that toy is based off within this movie universe. I like it.
Yeah, it's like we've done so many spin-offs that are clear cash grabs.
Right.
Let's do something that can't be criticized as a spin-off, even though it is a spin-off, but it's a little different.
It is.
So is he fighting Zurg? That's all I want to know. Is Zurg in this?
In my movie, he would have been in this.
100%,
yeah.
me
Yeah,
too.
in my movie,
He better be in this.
It would have been Buzz versus Zurg. That's what
the
you
whole-
want to see.
That's the whole thing
I
for
know.
Buzz
Yeah,
Lightyear.
I don't want to see the. So so basically, Andy lives in a world where they've mastered intergalactic travel.
Yeah. So Buzz Lightyear is real. So it's not a toy.
Yeah, but no, he's like a
No,
real
the
toy is-
intergalactic.
The way I thought
The toy
it
is
was,
based off of this guy.
because he's
Buzz
fighting
Lightyear
aliens.
would be a movie that Andy sees in his world, and they made toys off of the movie, and that's why he has Buzz. Like Spider-Man.
But Chris Evans' Twitter account, he's saying this is a real guy. This is the real Mr. Lightyear.
Yeah, I'm not, okay. I found the stupidest thing on the internet to be everyone upset that Tim Allen isn't voicing him.
I was
Or
just
people
gonna,
happy
I
that
was
Tim
just going to
Allen is
say
voice
that.
not
I don't like
voicing
that
him.
Tim Allen's not on it.
But it's not about the toy.
Then you
It's
know
about
what?
the man.
Man behind the suit.
The man in the suit that's behind the toy.
He also looks like such a douche. He looks like the John Walker Buzz. Like our Buzz was the real Buzz, and this guy, it's like the government-appointed Buzz.
The pretty boy, yeah.
Is he going to speak Spanish? Because Spanish Buzz was also a game changer. See, Buzz Lightyear's so fun. He's so fun as a wacky little toy.
It's funny. Obviously we want the toy, but I feel like this is kind of cool. Could they have made it just its own movie with a different, random astronaut man doing the same thing with no connections to Toy Story? Sure.
You needed to have Buzz
But you need that name recognition, baby.
after Toy Story 4. What he's doing now.
Isn't he?
I forget what he's doing. I forgot Toy Story 4 ended.
It was sad. I remember that.
Was it sad? I thought it was... Did they get shifted to a new owner?
No, I think Woody. They were just
No, Woody
free.
went out with Bo
Oh,
Peep.
yeah.
Thank God,
What a
man.
chump.
Yeah, what do you mean, what a chump?
Grab.
He's a
What a
simp.
man.
He simped.
All
You're not
those
sipping from Bo
toys.
Peep?
Bo Peep was a bop there, though.
Dude, the way
Dude.
that she was fighting.
Her in that army. I'll be right back.
You?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Are you feeling some type of way because of Bo Peep? You need to be excused.
I'm sweating now.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on to the box office here. Lightyear, I can't say I'm excited for it, but I'm happy you guys took up the position of being excited for it because it makes for a good
Don't get me wrong,
podcast.
I'm not excited for it.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
I don't hate it.
I just don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't hate it.
That's fair enough.
I got that peep on my mind.
Yep.
Need a Slinky movie. All right, U.S. weekend box office.
Hey, Bo, let me peep that.
Look at this. Number 1. Are you talking to Bo Peep or me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Both of you.
Bo and Bo Peep. Number 1, Dune at 41 million. Look at that. U.S. domestic release. Number 2, Halloween Kills at 14 million. No Time to Die came in at number 3 with 12 million. Venom Let There Be Carnage still raking up some money at 9.3 million. And Ron's Gone Wrong. Have any of you heard of this movie?
Never even heard of this movie, no.
It's a 20th Century Fox animated film starring a bunch of famous people that's now owned by Disney. But yeah, I haven't heard shit about it. It made 7 million at the box office. And me and Aaron were talking about this before. Disney's lack of marketing for these projects that they bought that came over from the Fox deal. We saw it with The Last Duel, $100 million budget, only made $4 million at the box office. Strange. It is kind of strange how they've
really
made no effort for these movies whatsoever.
They really only did. Why am I like?
Can't think.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Are you all right?
Yeah, what? Are you okay?
What's the?
What's wrong with you?
You freaking me out right now.
What's the word to? What? Yo, I can't speak
I don't
right
know
now.
what you're talking about.
To promote. There it is. Okay. Yo, I couldn't think for a second, dude.
Okay. To promote.
It's only like Disney picks and chooses what they're going to promote when they really should just be promoting everything. They only promote their blockbusters. I don't get it. Why not promote? Like you don't know what you have. It's like you might spark some interest in people that want to go see it.
But then for them too, like even if these are just throw-ins, like things that you weren't the main reason why you bought the IP, it's still like just ready-made projects that any money you spent on it is nothing compared to what it actually made to produce these films. Right. So if you throw a little bit of money behind The Last Duel, even though it might be a little bit more than you weren't intending to spend, you know, the upside would be to just make money off this property that's already handed to you. You know, it's kind of crazy, but you know, it's not like, I don't feel like it's hard to promote this movie either. You have Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, two of the biggest stars in the world. Ridley Scott, who made Gladiator. I think there was an avenue to really pump this, but they didn't. But what are you gonna do? It's a fine film.
It's not my money, right?
Yeah. I didn't make it, but we'll see. It's good to see Dune on top. I think that was pretty much expected. What was second?
Halloween Kills with 14.4.
Yep, horror movies. Is there anything coming out that you think will top Dune this weekend? Probably not, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. Next weekend, Eternals definitely will, but this weekend, no. That should be in the clear to land that number 1 spot again.
Speaking of Eternals, Ted.
What's coming up, man?
Get ready. It's lowest rated Marvel movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
So, yeah, that's our next story here. We have Eternals opening to mixed reviews.
What's
Good
the
to see
cutoff?
Dune making that money. Hopefully it continues to make some more.
So no one's going to see it. And it's going up against Dune,
cutoff?
too? Wow, Ted.
What's the cutoff? So
It's its run.
now that Eternals is coming out, does your run end? And I have...
No.
No. Shang-Chi's run is probably over anyway. It's coming to its end.
Yeah.
We'll know.
You'll have like a good
We'll know.
3 weeks to know.
If it's too close to call, it's too close to call, and we'll have to extend it. But
So where's Shang-Chi sitting at right now?
A little bit over 4. Closing in on 4.5.
you may be in trouble with these reviews.
Yeah.
I was
Should we
way
hire
more
Steve
confident
Kornacki?
before the reviews. I was way more confident.
Are they that bad?
What if it just bombs and it's like just polls close in Kentucky right away?
I'll take
All right, we'll call this one
63%.
for Donald Trump. That's what it's going to be. Opening weekend. All right, we're ready to call this. Shang-Chi is going to win the box office bet between Aaron and Ted. I cannot wait to see you squirm.
I'll
when
take
they put that hot
63%.
wax all over your fucking hairy
It is
chest.
the lowest reviewed so
and they
far.
rip it.
I'm pretty sure on Metacritic and on Rotten Tomatoes.
You think that's going
It's
to
the
make people want to
lowest
see it
reviewed
more?
Marvel movie in the history of the MCU.
It might make them want
I
to see
think
it
it's
more.
tied with Thor 2.
Although you do have something in your...
Are you trying to convince me or you?
Me.
You do have an ace up your sleeve, though. Because it's a spoiler, but that tweet that happened on someone who might be in it might get a certain demographic to the theater.
Those
Maybe
no,
people are
not
crazy.
enough. Not enough.
We'll tell you after
Not
because
enough.
someone tweeted a spoiler about who is it going to be and who has a huge fan base.
I mean, just based on the fact that it's a Marvel movie, the marketing has been there. You can't complain about the marketing for
No.
this. I feel like that fucking
I see it
IKEA
everywhere.
joke. If I hear that
Yeah.
one more time,
They might be doing it worse.
I judge people harshly. If I'm in a movie and they play a trailer that I've seen a million times and they laugh at a joke they've seen in a trailer, it's like, this has been out for a month.
but maybe there's a chance I haven't seen it.
I
I know,
out,
but then I'm judging you also. I was like, watch trailers.
honestly, I laughed out loud in the Uncharted trailer when Tom Holland said, "What'd you say?" When the Scottish guy was speaking.
When who?
When the Scottish guy was
I
speaking,
did
he's
laugh
like, "What?"
at that too. He's like, huh? The Tom Holland's such a delightful guy, but
I wish Tom Holland was in this.
Eternals. Based on the reviews, it's going to be.
It's gonna bomb. Is it gonna bomb? It's gonna bomb.
No, it's not going to bomb. I
They're
think
gonna get waxed.
its projections for opening weekend are actually higher than Shang-Chi. It's pre-sale.
Yeah, that's based on the reviews. I don't think it's going to be something that bombs.
I think it opens well, but let's see what its run is.
Yeah, you better hope for a big opening. You want the big opening.
Movies are back.
They can get
type
it.
opening.
They can get it. It's Marvel. Right?
This is fun though. It's gotten fun. It's definitely things are heating up here.
I don't like this.
All
I
right,
was
let's
sweating
move.
it a little bit a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah,
I
you
feel
were over
good
there,
now.
high pitch, high stepping.
He
You're
was
like,
Sam
no,
walking-
I'm so confident.
I'm good. I'm good now.
Now Teddy's like,
I'm sweating.
oh boy.
Thank
let's-
God I have a lot of hair to get waxed.
Well, on that note, let's move on to the next story. We have the Uncharted trailer starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. A disappointing trailer for me.
Oh yeah,
I thought that this was
it's a kids movie.
Yeah, straight out of the early
Kidding me?
2000s terrible adaptations. Mark Wahlberg may have been the worst actor you could have gotten for the character of Sully. He is not Sully whatsoever. Sully's supposed to be gray-haired,
Should have got Tom Hanks.
chewing on a cigar. Yeah, it should have been Tom Hanks, man.
Seeing his face in this.
I'm not even joking. I know you're making the Sully joke, but seriously, Tom Hanks would have been the better choice.
John Goodman. I can go.
I
Any
just
other
go-
Sully's 1 minute ahead.
You know, if I didn't find that funny, I just.
Yeah.
He
That was a
makes
good
the
one.
joke every time we talk about
Oh, does he really?
Uncharted. Yeah.
Oh.
But Tom Hanks is actually a good casting
Yeah,
for
he is.
Sully.
A Teddy laugh is worth 2 of your laughs, so thanks, Ed.
Yes.
Because you generally get me.
And it's always delayed.
Well, you can also get Teddy on 3 jokes, so you have that Sully joke for probably another topic.
At least.
I'm going to use it next.
Is that
That's going to
new?
be like, yo, Bo, you're funny, man. No, you
Seeing-
couldn't have gotten a worse guy. Tom Holland, I think, is actually perfect for a younger Nathan Drake. He's not this old in the game. He is.
Dude, I was going
he's
to
like
say, he
Indiana
looks really young
Jones.
right here.
No, yeah, but it's Sully's also not this age.
Right.
Sully's like just a man. In the game, he is an older man.
Can it be like an attempt to maybe establish the character in the franchise with a younger audience? And as Nathan Drake gets older and the movies progress, it gets a little bit more darker and grittier.
Like a
but
Harry
it's
Potter
not even
1?
about that. Sully's just that's just
Ted,
not
it's like
Sully.
Harry Potter 1.
It's not even about getting darker or
Sorcerer's
grittier.
Stone.
It's just he's just not a good casting.
Yeah. What? You know what I meant. I know it's Sorcerer's Stone.
No, I thought you said it like cocky. It's like Sorcerer's Stone. Like, yeah, I know the movie.
Oh. Well, you were saying Harry Potter 1. I thought you thought I didn't know what
No, I knew you knew.
Harry Potter 1 was.
But I thought you were like, you said Sorcerer's Stone in a cocky way. Like, yeah, I fucking know too.
Are you just sick of seeing Mark Wahlberg in general? I'm sick of seeing him. Seeing his face in this poster, it makes
You
me
don't
angry.
see him that much. It makes me angry
He's in
because
every
I'm just
goddamn
like,
movie.
I wouldn't trust him with Nathan Drake.
He's
I
not
mean,
as
he's
serious.
also they're not like good people. He is training him to be an international thief.
Yeah.
But he's not warm. You don't think warm and fun and father figure when you see this dynamic.
I think of a hamburger place that I've never been to.
In and out.
Wahlburgers.
There's one in Toronto we should have went, but we didn't.
Do they just like shout a racial remark at you as you walk in?
Just like really has that Boston feel.
Takes me back to my days in Boston. Yeah, but no, it was, I think it's a trailer that really did nothing for me. It didn't get me excited as the next Indiana Jones.
When you put this on,
like I said, Tom Holland looks fun in the role, but it looks cheap.
seeing this on here, I was very excited to see the trailer, and then I was just like, oh god, I don't want to see that. Well, I'm going to end up seeing it because I want to see Uncharted, but
Yeah,
I
maybe
know
it
I'm not
turns
gonna
out to
like
be
it.
good. I mean,
What are the odds of that? I think the odds are better where a good trailer is a worse movie.
This is Sony, right? I'm pretty sure it is Sony. Sony doesn't have... They're a bit inconsistent, but it looks like they have a relationship here with Tom Holland. That's good for Tom Holland, right?
Good for Sony.
Yeah. And I'd like to see him, you always see it with these young actors who end up getting cast in these big movies, these big franchises. They can never really break out in other roles, but they struggle, So
this could have been the movie to do it.
I think a lot of it is just based on luck. Yeah, no, this could be the movie for him if it's good, He can have that sort of dual iconic roles. All right, let's move on to the next trailer here. We have Cowboy Bebop, the live-action adaptation of the iconic anime series. My feelings on this trailer are basically the same as the Uncharted trailer. Some castings that I'm not sure if they're going to work. The overall vibe of it doesn't really match the vibe of the original content. So I can't say that I'm that thrilled about this.
It looks good, aesthetically.
Okay.
It looks like they were in space when they filmed it.
Yeah, well... I don't know. To me, it didn't look that great visually. It's a tough project to do.
I haven't watched the anime, so I don't really know. I thought it had cool vibes. I don't know. I definitely want to watch.
I like the idea of the show.
Yeah, it seems interesting. I mean, from what I've gathered from having friends, who's watched Cowboy Bebop and kind of gotten a sense of what it's about. I feel like the main character. I feel like he didn't really I don't know. It didn't really seem that cool. I feel like it's a big thing. He's just cool, ripping cigs and being in space.
Yeah, I think John Cho is definitely... Everyone's trying their best here. I think they know... They're very aware of the lack of success anime adaptations have had, especially on Netflix. I mean, the Death Note movie was one of the most panned movies in the company's existence. So there's definitely an effort to do this adaptation with love and care and attention attention to detail to the original content. But
is the creator
I don't know if he's right for the role. I don't know if any of these sometimes you just need to go with unknowns, man. And it's got this feeling, same thing with Uncharted, you don't feel like these characters are actually on the ground. It feels fake.
Yeah.
Like the world doesn't exist.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, the shot with him in the plane. Are you kidding me?
Right?
The shot of Tom Holland in the plane on the cargo. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it looks so fake.
What? And he gets knocked off with no parachute? What are we doing here?
Well, that is also very an Uncharted thing to happen. But I guess you just got to make it look realer. I don't know. It just, something felt off about this.
Is the creator of Cowboy Bebop attached to this? Or the writer or anything?
I don't think so.
Jeff Bebop?
No, Jeff Bebop isn't involved. But no, I'm pretty sure he's not involved either. The actual creator.
So where'd your excitement go from when you found out they were making this to now seeing the trailer?
I wasn't thrilled when they announced it. Like I said, with any anime adaptation,
it's risky.
It is risky, and this one feels like something you could have... it's only 24 episodes, the original run, or 26. So you could have done a movie, and if that movie hits, do a trilogy.
Right.
It's not like it's still capture a lot of what happened in the anime. Yeah, like you said,
right.
It's 24 anime episodes. That's 7, 8 hours of content.
Mm.
Yeah.
As someone who's watched 2 animes now, I find it hard to see it being anything like that being adapted to live action. It's just a different vibe you have to create, and it's hard. I know, obviously, the animes I've watched don't represent the whole genre as a whole, and maybe some are more grounded and more easily adaptable, but I just feel like a lot of the styles and shit like that, it's hard to replicate. Yeah, even just with regular animation, it's hard. So
yeah, but Cowboy Bebop is an anime where a lot of the influences come from film.
Mm-hmm.
Taking influences from different genres of film. Some episodes feel like a Western, others feel like a film noir. That's what you were mentioning, why does this opening film feel like a detective noir?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop is known to constantly change its genre, and it's very influenced by the films that the creator watched and loved. So there's an aesthetic there that is being taken from other things to create its own, new jazzy type of flavor. So it's like you watch Cowboy Bebop, the anime, and you'd be like, oh, this reminds me of Kill Bill. If you got Quentin Tarantino to direct the Cowboy Bebop movie, I'm pretty sure it would be all right. It would look better than this.
Right. You need a certain style to kind of, and his style is it can be cartoonish at times.
Yes, exactly. And like Cowboy Bebop does get cartoonish, or it can get philosophical at times.
Or you would have to go like maybe what they did with like was Boots Riley, right? With Sorry to Bother You, like kind of be a little bit more wacky in your style. Like you can do live action that way and have it be digestible, but I feel like a lot of times they either try to remove that kind of thing that makes it what it is in the first place, or they're afraid to kind of really adapt it the way it should be.
Yeah, I also don't get the impression that this is a rundown futuristic society. Everything looks like sets. Everything looks like it was created for Hollywood production rather than an actual world that's being lived in, that is a bit run down, that is relying on all these sci-fi inventions, but, you know, most of the people can't get a meal. You know, there's a lot of that going on that I didn't get from this trailer whatsoever. And also how miserable these characters are. Like, the main characters are miserable, and the show is very nihilistic, and it can be very depressing at times. And it is a lot of, you know, what's my place in the universe type of shit. I didn't get any of that from this. These characters are having way too much fun, actually, for my taste. And Cowboy Bebop is a very fun show, but not always for the characters. But, you know, we still have to reserve judgment until it comes out.
Yeah, but that's why I get the trailer.
Yeah, that's why you get the trailer.
Some judgment, you know.
Yeah. And I can't even be that mad at whoever's behind this or the actors, because they're trying, you know. Like, I'm not going to be mad and say, like, you've disgraced Cowboy Bebop, but
you'll get that, though.
Maybe next time you just don't adapt it. All right, let's move on to fan questions.
Hell yeah.
That's for the fan to decide.
Yay! People, you call up to the show, you better be ready. That's what you're supposed to do. Sitting there arguing and you're trying to spell your name and all of this other stuff. It's not your show, it's my show. I'm giving you the opportunity to speak your mind. Don't call up here unless you got something to say.
But you trashed Buzz Lightyear. You trashed
he's in a mood
Uncharted
today.
And you trashed Cowboy Bebop. What happened to you today?
I had a joke earlier, he didn't even laugh. I thought it was a pretty funny joke.
What was that joke again?
It wasn't funny?
No, we don't have to talk about it. But, you know.
Maybe you insulted him with the joke?
No, I'm very nice with my jokes.
Oh, you did the Mentat joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Knicks are on tonight. Can
well,
be happy with that.
You didn't like my video edit I was going to do. We won't let that pass.
That was aggressive, though.
It was borderline.
Yeah, that was, come on. It's not that I didn't like it, but
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I think Ted has stopped, because Ted doesn't tweet anymore, so he doesn't do this anymore.
I really haven't tweeted.
But I wish that you guys were just more confident in your tweets, so you didn't have to run them by me.
Oh, are you talking about Nash this morning?
Yeah, Nash.
Rubbed you the wrong way?
It didn't rub me the wrong way, but as soon as I get that text from Nash, I know it's not going to be a viral tweet.
Yeah.
Whenever you say 100%. I have a viral tweet.
Well, Teddy...
Nash is a good tweeter.
He's decent.
All right, hold on. This isn't going to turn into the fucking shit on Teddy show now.
No, I'm saying you run your stuff by us a lot too.
Well, I have to for grammar.
No, you used
spelling. To grammar. I think you care about that.
Yeah, you know what? You should start just tweeting from the hip.
No,
I love tweeting from the hip. It's fun.
Yeah, tweet from the hip.
Too self-conscious. The second I get the tweet with the correct spelling with the star, I want to delete the tweet.
Oh no!
Dude, the lack of edit button on Twitter is just.
If I tweet something, like I think I said this before. The only tweet I ever deleted was LeBron Jordan tweet, because that's the discourse that finally got me to go crazy. So I but everything else, like if something doesn't hit, you learn, you watch the film, you study the tape, and you come back next time even harder.
I can't deal with it. I can't look at it, even though that follower has like 10 followers. The fact that it's on the tweet, it's stained.
This question here from Paddington Stan. Best Halloween costume of all time?
Me personally?
Yeah, I guess so.
My favorite one I've ever done was Walter White, but it was sexy Walter White from episode 1 when he's in the desert in his tidy whities with his.
You wore that?
Yeah, I fucking killed it. Yeah, that's my favorite costume of all time.
I did the Dumb and Dumber with our friend John with the suits.
You did it with me.
That was you?
Yeah.
What? Oh, John was. That was you. I think I still owe you money for that costume.
Yeah. Wow. That's kind of insulting.
I guess I thought I could have sworn it was John.
No, it was definitely me.
John was the movie with Will Ferrell, the basketball movie.
Yeah, he was Jackie Moon.
Yeah.
I was Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks, but I was
just wear red.
A kid.
Dude, that's not a bad costume. I'm going to a costume party this weekend.
You to do Alvin?
I might. Me and Elena might do Alvin and the Chipmunks.
There's 3 chipmunks.
We can go with 2. She can be Seymour. Is that his name? Simon, not Seymour.
You ever see that
No,
meme?
I think it's Alvin,
It's Simon.
Simon, and Seymour.
Oh, no, Alvin,
Seymour's
Simon,
no, Theodore.
Theodore. Right.
You gotta be Theodore.
Yeah,
I do.
you got Theodore.
But who's Alvin? She's not being Alvin.
She'd be one of the girl
Not
chipmunks.
Alvin.
You see that meme? I see it on Twitter like every now and then. It's the 3 chipmunks sitting on the couch and they're all getting
Yes, they're all just getting top.
fun with the girl ones. They're like, which chipmunk's getting the best head right now?
Twitter is such a weird place.
It is so.
You know what I
fucking
love
weird.
seeing though for like a great costume is when they do Pennywise, like a good Pennywise.
It's plants, but
I know it's played out, but a good Pennywise is sick.
You should be John Arbuckle, and Elena could be Garfield.
What I really want to be is Chris Tucker and the girl with the bomb vest, and I'm Chris Tucker.
Come on, Lee. This question here from just some guy at Sad and Weeb.
I was gonna do Ted Lasso, but my costume's not gonna be in time, so I think I might just go Roy Kent. Wear all black.
Okay.
It's easy. You just gotta have the soccer ball already. Just wear all black and talk like a fucking British man. Fuck.
Kendrick or J. Cole?
I have these weird eyes.
Kendrick.
Do I have it?
No.
No.
No, you don't.
70, no.
Kendrick. That's stupid.
65-35 Kendrick.
What do you mean?
65% Kendrick. I like J. Cole
Based
a lot
on
though.
you?
I like J. Cole a lot. Yeah, no, I mean like for me.
Right.
But Kendrick is just a lot better.
It's cool how they've kind of established a big 3 of this generation, right? Drake, Kendrick.
Eminem.
You
He's so
fucking
bad
heavy.
now it hurts.
It's
It does hurt.
well, do you think his old stuff doesn't age well?
Eminem's?
Yeah.
Eminem's old stuff ages.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. This question here from Roscoe P. What upcoming comic book villain are you most excited to see on the big screen? That's easy for me. Paul Dano, Riddler. Time to get that right.
You didn't like Jim Carrey's Riddler?
I wish he would get another shot.
Yeah, me too.
If somebody would say, if they would have announced Jim Carrey's coming back, totally different Riddler, but he's playing the Riddler, I would have been like, cool. Because I think with a better writer and director, that would have been awesome. The dude's just a incredible performer.
That's definitely a good one.
Pumped to see Penguin.
Are you?
A good Penguin?
We have that.
I got you. I got you.
I don't know. Maybe like when they eventually do Doctor Doom.
Could be fun.
I was almost like Doctor, no MF, but no, it's Doctor.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, what is some of the I mean, I'm excited for what's ever happening in Spider-Man, right? I'm way more excited for Willem Dafoe's, because the Doc Ock character, you can write in the whole wormhole thing, but how is Dafoe coming back? Like, that man was straight up cut in half.
Was he though?
Yeah.
That blade was coming in hot. Hit him with the Darth Maul special.
Darth Maul survived though.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
bullshit though.
His second
Palpatine
death is
survived.
actually much better.
He's probably still alive right now.
Palpatine?
Palpatine? Oh, God. This question here from Obi-Wan J. Would you rather fight a gorilla with a sword or never be able to turn left?
Gorilla with the sword.
Driving or just my body?
You can never turn left again. That's how I took it. You have to keep making
Yeah, I'm thinking
rights to go
driving,
left.
right, yeah.
Inconvenient, yes, but you know what else is inconvenient? Getting your head chopped off by
Dying.
a fucking gorilla.
Gorilla can't use a sword though.
It can just hold it and swing it wildly. I wouldn't fight a gorilla without a sword.
If I have a weapon,
What weapon?
I don't get to pick. I didn't make the question.
You said if you had a weapon, what weapon do you think in your hands would be able to stop a gorilla with a sword?
A gun.
That's true. That's how they did my man Harambe.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought it was more so,
A fist fight?
I have a sword.
Oh! Now, okay.
Because if I have to fight, if the gorilla also has a sword,
I just said gorilla.
Like you said, he's
if I
not
fight a
gonna-
gorilla with the sword. The gorilla has a sword.
like, right, if he's trained with the sword, I'm going to get killed.
Doesn't even have to be
He's like-
trained. Just waving around the
But
sword.
I imagine he'll just
He's not hitting you.
discard it. Like, why am I holding this sword?
Yeah.
But if I have the sword, oh yeah, I could take the gorilla. Just stab it once. It'll be like, oh,
Yeah, all it
fuck,
takes is one
not
swing.
messing with this guy.
Just takes one swing, yeah.
I'm gonna go back in my tree. Dude's got a sword.
I want to do tug of war with a lion so bad. You see those TikTok videos?
No. How do you
Never
that
seen
work?
them? There's a lion on the other side of the cage, And
With the mouth?
It has a rope, yeah. And you probably tug a war with it
Do they win?
every time.
The lion wins?
Every time.
Well, we got to do
So
this.
every time I play with a dog, I always beat the dog.
It beats-
I give up though, like to make it feel better. But I know at any time I can rip this out and win.
You're not supposed to let him win.
I know. You're not supposed to let it win.
No, you don't.
Why not? That's mean.
Then he thinks he's alpha. He can beat you.
I'll show him was like no, you show him was boss, but then you let him go.
Yeah, you gotta like tug really hard, right? And then like
Well,
if I
I'm
really
al-
want to, I can like.
I'm always scared that like I might rip the teeth
Me
out,
too.
so I keep it like let him win. You don't let him win. It's like letting a kid not win in a board game. You sick freak.
I let him win here and there, but I just stop playing. I don't let him take it from me. I pull him close, and then like get like the resistance away, and I let go. Like I'm done playing.
Yeah, but how old is the kid that you're playing board games with?
He's got to learn to lose.
I'm just saying, like I haven't done it. If I ever have a kid, then I'll let him win. Teach
Like
him how
if
to
you're
be a
not
winner.
fully conscious yet, maybe I'll let you win. But
Right.
like 4 and up, you got to win. You got to earn it.
You think you're gonna beat me?
Yeah, no. I beat my cousin in 2K by 80 points.
He's got to learn.
And
I
he'll
see-
remember that for the rest of his life.
I do remember beating my cousin in 2K and dropping buckets with Kemba. Like it was getting ugly.
I did it in front of the whole family too. They were like, "Damn, you're not gonna." I was like, "No."
It's always the best too, because like I never
Play someone else.
This is when I never play, and he's
He's gonna
like,
play me and
You
win.
play your brother.
and I know he plays all the time. I could still pick up the sticks whenever I want and just put that fucking work in. Ooh,
This question here from Crispy Chris at Chris Crandall. What's everyone's Patronus? Expecto Patrona.
now for Teddy, who is not familiar with Harry Potter all too well,
So that's like your favorite memory, right?
Yep.
is it?
Yeah.
It's not what
I forget what the expected
No, your
Patronus was.
favorite memory. It's like a memory. You remember your memory to bring out your Patronus,
Right.
but the Patronus is just your like guardian animal. So like Harry's
That's
was
like a deer
yeah,
or an
that's
elk, whatever it was.
yeah, I forget what Harry's is. And Snape had the same one as Harry's mom. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's really
The
cute,"
deer, right?
instead of it being like super creepy.
it was a deer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
See, I remember Harry Potter. Yeah, Snape is a fucking full-on weirdo.
Oh, stallion, 100%. That's my favorite animal.
Full bred.
A stallion?
Yeah.
I love horses, dude. My favorite animal.
Since when?
I'm obsessed with stallions.
I could see
never
Teddy
heard
having
you
a horse
mention
obsession.
a horse.
It's never X.
I feel like you're one of those guys that would say they're just like humans.
You know how majestic a horse is?
No, I
Like
get
when
it.
Tony Soprano became obsessed with the horse.
No, it wasn't ducks.
No, then he became obsessed with the horse. Remember that Ralphie has killed?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like devastated for like 3 weeks.
That guy.
So it's my favorite
He had
animal,
problems.
or one that kind of like
It's like your spirit animal. So like for me, I think it would be like I think it would be like a little scared dog. Like whatever little scared animal is just constantly afraid of the world. Like maybe a squirrel.
New York City pigeon.
New York City rat.
They're different. They really are different. I know like Seinfeld made that joke, but they really are different. They don't move.
No, yeah, they're bold. You move.
Literally. I'm sitting
They're
down on
like
the bench.
Captain America.
I'm on the bench waiting like we're on break, and this pigeon like walked on top of my shoe. Like, you dead ass?
It's their fucking city, bro.
We're just living in it.
Yeah, I'll go with that. What's the thing what's like when they get
I could see like a lamb for
they
you.
get scared, they do something and it's like something scary pops up?
A porcupine? A skunk?
No, in Harry Potter.
Oh.
Like their worst fear comes
Oh,
out.
Dementor. Oh, the creature that turns into your most
Yeah.
turns into a spider.
That's cool.
You just asking your own Harry Potter questions. You're like, this would be a cool Harry Potter question.
What was the question,
What
though?
would it be? What would it turn into?
For
Clown?
me? Myself?
Probably a clown for me.
Yeah, I could see that. Very basic fear.
Clowns?
Yeah.
I hate clowns.
But like you don't feel like you don't have any existential fears or fears of the future. It's just clowns.
Clowns, yeah.
You're like, yeah, clowns. You said clowns. All right, this question here from what would yours be? Your fear thing? Are you gonna answer the Patronus question? Are you gonna answer
I
your
know.
question?
I said
God
New York
damn.
City pigeon, and I'm
Oh, okay.
definitely
A
scared.
New
of
York City pigeon is your Patronus.
I think it would be cool.
I don't know if
you don't get to
I
make
don't know
it.
if you can claim the New York City pigeon.
You
Why
can't
not?
make it.
I think you're more like a Gilgo seagull.
I don't know, but Gilgo's seagull's probably worse. They'll personally invade your space.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to, like, give you a better animal. I'm just saying I don't think you've earned the New York City pigeon. I don't think you have those stripes.
Well,
Nash, kind of. I don't know why, but yeah. Actually, one good final question here from Danny Appleseed. Marry, fuck, kill out of all the Batmans.
but we got to pick 3 though.
Okay, so we'll go Affleck, Bale, and Pattinson.
I haven't seen
You
Patty
can't do
yet.
Pattinson.
I think you could
Do
put him in there.
Clooney. Put Clooney in there.
No, because we're gonna kill Clooney.
Okay, then let's put in Pattinson. Let's go out on a limb here.
All right.
You don't know. He's a little of a. It's a
let's
blind
say,
date.
So let's say Pattinson's gonna be good.
Pattinson's
Not
a
great,
straight up
not
fucking
bad, good.
psychopath. I think the most well-adjusted is probably Ben Affleck's.
I'm gonna kill. Wait, are you doing yours right now, or are you just
I'm thinking
you're
out loud.
brainstorming? I'm
I
gonna
gotta
kill
kill.
Pattinson
Okay.
because, like you said, it looks like he's gonna be a psychopath. Affleck, I'm gonna marry because he's more down to earth. I feel like, and
You're gonna fuck Bale?
yeah, 100%.
No looking
That's a
back.
great, that's
huh?
a great one night stand. Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I think Pattinson would make the greatest one night stand because you're only fucking him once.
What if it sucks? Him?
Oh yeah,
He's crazy. He's obviously an incredible lover. Look what he's doing to Catwoman.
that's true.
He's got her swoon in movie 1.
Catwoman goes for anyone though.
He's the only Batman with Catwoman in movie 1. Don't forget
Catwoman
that.
puts up no fight to any Batman though.
That is true. She
Yeah,
can't
I'm gonna
resist.
marry Affleck, put Pattinson in a wheelchair, and then kill Bale.
I'm killing Affleck, even though he's my favorite, because I'm going to marry Bale. Because
Yeah,
I
but-
feel like Bale...
Affleck is just done. You know, he wants to retire. He wants to settle down.
No, that's Bale. Bale is always the one retiring.
Yeah,
Bale
he's
retired
old, he's
after
got weak
1 year.
knees.
Yeah, but he's always going back.
He's retired
He's always
twice.
going back though.
You think that Batman's? You think that
That's true.
Batman's having like any like? He's not fucking with that back.
Affleck's is
You got a young
Affleck's is a,
spry Pattinson. He's ready to go.
yeah, but Affleck's
Yo.
is a drunk and he doesn't care what you do with the money.
Yeah, that's why
probably.
you
you
marry
put
him. You
these
hang
three-
out with him.
If you put Bale in a room with either of those other Batman, he's getting his shit rocked. Dude's getting...
He could barely even walk by the end.
Ben Affleck's Batman is putting both of these guys in the dumpster, though. All right, guys.
You
that is-
married the Affleck. He's fun. He's like he laughs. You can tell jokes.
He seems miserable. I don't want to be married to him.
Oh no, but
I think
like
that woman
they're
that
all
he had in
fucking-
his bed was happy.
all fucking miserable.
Oh, Batman
They're all
was chilling.
psychopaths.
Batman was cooling in Italy.
But at least Affleck is like
With
she's doing
Anne
things.
Hathaway. That could be me.
That's boring though.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You act like you're going to be his Robin. He's going to make you his little love Robin.
Well, Pattinson needs a Robin, so I'll be a little.
Who's
Robin.
Robin? Who's Robin would you want to be? I have all the Batmans.
I'm older. Am I older than
Well,
Pat?
Affleck got a Robin killed, so not him.
I'm not older. Why did I think I was older than Pattinson? for some
Pattinson seems
reason?
like he would... The manipulation would be too much. I can imagine
Right.
the relationship he has with any Robin would be super complex. So I'm going to go with Bale once again.
But Bale really doesn't want at all a Robin though. You would just feel unwanted.
He gave him all that. No, I would rather be Bale's because he
Gave
just
me the
left.
keys.
He just gave you the keys. It's like, do your thing. So I'd rather that. Yeah, like you said, Affleck got his Robin killed. And Pattinson, he's a new Batman. He doesn't need a Robin yet.
All right, guys, that is the Nerd Soup podcast for today. Thank you for listening.
Who's
Thank you
Alfred?
for enjoying.
Definitely not Ben Affleck's.
We will be back next week. It's a fun podcast, fun topics, good questions. Guys, thank you for joining me.
Now let's do Clooney, Val Kilmer, and Keaton.
I gotta go.
Ted's like, I can't do these B-tier Batmans.
Damn, we were making some good points in that video. Hey guys, Aaron the Nerd Suit Monkey here. Before we end this video, I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. What can I say about you guys that I haven't already said about myself? You are the most important part of the channel and the main reason we keep going strong. Like Bo says, you keep the lights on in the fridge so the fridge is full. Or something like that. So, from everyone here at Nerd Soup, I'd like to thank you guys for your continued support. If you're interested in joining the ranks of our Patreon supporters, head over to patreon.com/nerdsoup and check out the rewards we offer to our patrons. We recently dropped some new stickers for you guys to check out, or you could choose a tier that will allow you to select a movie, show, or video game for us to review. We've got a full slate of fan-suggested reviews coming your way, and we're really excited about the chance to review some of those movies and shows. We've also got t-shirts, mugs, behind-the-scenes videos showing how we bring our videos to life. And once again, thank you to all our Patreon pledgers who have been supporting us throughout the years. Without you, we wouldn't be able to convert all your pledges into cryptocurrency, so thank you from my future self for making us rich.